Federation presents 3 5-minute rounds of mixed martial arts in this featherweight bout. Introducing first, in the blue corner, fighting out of Cluj-Napoca, Romania, weighing in at 66.1 kilograms, with a professional record of 23 fights, 16 wins and 7 losses. Ciprian, the Transylvanian warrior, Machaev! Across the cage, his opponent stands in the red corner, fighting out of Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 66.2 kilograms, with an undefeated record of 8 fights and 8 wins. Mochamed, the Beast, Machaev! Let's get down to business.
There we have it.
Good. Time.
Both men look primed and ready to go. A little bit of needle, it must be said, in the weigh-ins. Both these men went head-to-head. I had to casually try and pry them apart when knowing both of them could put a beating on me. That was loads of fun.
That is not a good position to be in when you're stuck between 2 fighters like this. Nice high kick there to start off. Blocked, but, you know, it's a good way of setting the pace, showing, hey, I'm not just a wrestler or anything like that.
I like the way that Machaev has taken the center of the cage and he's forcing the lateral movement out of... Oh, but that was a lovely short left by Ciprian Machaev.
And we mentioned that Machaev, I mean, he's coming in on an 8-fight win streak, but what could be worth mentioning is that he began his MMA career losing actually 3 out of his first 5, but he managed to turn that around. I mean, you see some fighters who don't do well in their first couple of fights as a pro, and they kind of give up, they kind of accept, or, you know, they just go the journeyman route. But, I mean, Machaev totally has not. He really turned it around. He really became a better fighter. And there is a lot to be said about someone who can do that, somebody who can, you know, take those losses and really make something positive out of it.
Yeah, it shows a willingness to throw ego out the window and let yourself become a real student of MMA. You can see good movement so far. Again, very much like the last fight, he doesn't want to be a static target because anytime Shev's is going to get hit with shots like that by Machaev. Beautiful straight over the top.
That straight left as well from Machaev before also landed very nicely. Definitely got Matisse's attention there.
Oh, and a rear uppercut.
Oh, and he's cut.
Oh, and he gets hit with a head.
Another kick there. Caught well.
More shin on head, but yes, as you're saying there, Ciprian has been opened up just under the right eye.
And again, that jab landing very nice for Machaev. Whoa!
Spinning back fist attempt, why not? You can see Mohamed Machaev keeping that rear hand pinned up high just in case. That jab is working beautifully for him. Just really disrupting the rhythm, cadence, and flow of Ciprian Machaev.
Absolutely. It's just so precise and lightning fast as well.
Oh, big shot with the rear hand.
I think we're going to start to see Machaev open up a little bit more. He's landed that jab now a couple of times, and I will not be surprised to see him add either a straight left or perhaps a hook afterwards.
Ciprian Machaev's trying to implement a little bit of head movement. Oh, another short uppercut from Machaev.
He's really starting to find his rhythm here now with his striking.
Oh, he gets caught.
Right hand there from Machaev landed really hard.
Both these men are exchanging heavy, heavy shots. Machaev showing that he's still dangerous in there.
Well, obviously, he's proved he can come back from adversity, so this is a testament to that if he should be able to turn this around. Right now, he's a little bit on his back pedal. He's kind of getting hit a little more than he should.
That jab just seems, that's laser like focus with that jab. He finds a home for it every time he's pumping it out there, Seb.
It's like a torpedo. I mean, it just hits its mark. It's perfect.
Indeed, Seb, indeed. Ciprian Machaev's trying to circle off, trying to work his angles. But as you say, that jab stops him in his tracks every time. Any kind of forward momentum he's getting, he's stunned with that focused laser-like jab.
I mean, it's a very light kryptonite right now because it really is disrupting everything that Machaev is trying to do. His whole striking flow and even his movement as such. I mean, I really do think that we will start seeing much more of Machaev striking after this because he is landing that almost at will now. So it's time to start following it up with a couple more strikes.
I think he knows how confident he is with his wrestling, and being such a good wrestler, that then gives him time and credence to work on his striking because he knows that should an opponent try and take him down, he has the tools to keep the fight standing.
Absolutely.
Again, just popping that jab out. That's the red blood, the crimson mass being worn now is acting as a target for that jab of Mohamed Machaev.
And you can tell that Marish, he's just not really getting comfortable on his feet. He's a little herky-jerky with his movement, and it obviously will happen when you're constantly being picked apart by that straight jab.
Very, very clean work.
Oh,
Ciprian Marish with the takedown. I don't think many people have seen this, but being well defended so far by Machaev.
I think that may be more of a desperation tactic than anything else. I mean, also, it is good to surprise your opponent, keep them thinking, but the takedown came from a little bit further out than it probably should have, and I think it was more of a result of Marish just not liking the strikes he is absorbing here on the feet.
And that goes back.
Oh, that was a nice front kick there.
Crisp. Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying about being so confident with your wrestling that you can let the hands go a little bit, but then again, a beautiful takedown attempt and defend it very well. Ciprian just working off the corner using that.
And that's at least a small moral victory.
Getting ready to set it up for our second round. Machaev very light on the feet, ready to go. No touch of the gloves there from Machaev. Laser focus, as we say.
Yeah, he's got one thing on his mind and one thing only, that is victory.
He needs to change things up a little bit. He needs to start trying to land cleaner shots. Maybe try and work off simple things like 1-2s rather than trying to find that knockout punch.
Exactly. A lot of his attacks we have been kind of looping hooks. I would like to see some of the basics, or at least some more feints at the very least. Just something to sort of disrupt a little bit of Machaev's rhythm.
Again, short uppercut, then over the top. Again, we said at the top of the broadcast just what it's like to see all these young fighters. Each time you see them, they develop at such a crazy rate. Exponential improvements every time you see a young product.
Yeah, it's like you're just getting a new version of the same top-notch fighter every time.
Ciprian trying to mix things up with kicks.
He did land a solid kick to the body before while we were talking. I feel like his kicks, you know, when they have landed, they've been pretty solid. But he's coming up last in those exchanges, and he can't have that happen.
Machaev looks so calm in there. To steal a phrase from one of the best in the business, Noel Keith, he looks like he's just walking down to the shops to buy a pint of milk. Oh, I love the way as soon as Ciprian throws one of those looping shots, Machaev is trying to reply with either that speedy jab or that straight down the middle.
That's why I kind of feel like Marish needs to fake a little bit more, feint a little bit, so that he can sort of bait some of these counters and counter with a strike of his own. Oh, those are hard hooks there
Loaded
from
up on
Machaev.
the hooks, then lands a leg kick. Throw it
Oh!
wild as Machaev, but he may got caught. He got caught with a little shot there. Needs to be careful in those positions. Ciprian is still dangerous. The most dangerous animal is a wounded animal.
Exactly. You can never count anyone off in the sport of MMA.
You have to give credit to the heart of Ciprian here.
Absolutely. I mean, if there's anything we've learned from his career, is he is a true Transylvanian warrior, as his name lives up to.
He's the kind of guy you can really count on in a fight like this. Ciprian trying to work off the jab a little bit.
Oh, hard shots there again.
Oh, partially blocked there off the forearms, but then again, that can cause damage to the forearms.
Absolutely, and not only that, even blocked, a hard kick will knock you out. I mean, look at Lyoto Machida, Mark Munoz.
Oh, flying knee! Beautiful.
What an arsenal here from Mochamed Machaev.
Showing some serious diversity in his striking game. Just tying everything together. And again, Ciprian Marish just wears it. Happy to stand in the pocket, unfazed by that stiff jab, trying to march forward, but there's only so many of those you can take.
I don't think any Transylvanians are fazed by any amount of blood, but I mean, the punishment will add up for sure.
Ciprian backing up just a little bit, and again, that
Machaev just
jab,
walking him down.
big uppercut again, just sliced through the guard like a stake to the heart. Ciprian must be wondering what he has to do to change the tide here.
Yeah, because nothing really has been successful. He's had a couple successful singular shots. But
Oh,
another
crushing
devastating
knee.
knee there, yeah.
As you say, he's been trying to go for takedowns, he's been trying to land strikes, he's been trying to implement different types of movement, but everything he does seems to be figured out by young Machaev. Serious MMA IQ.
Yeah, and he still looks just as calm. Any blood that's on him is from his opponent, and yeah, very well defended takedown there. It was nothing really for Machaev to defend that.
He almost disdainfully skipped out of it.
Yeah. Oh, a hard right hand there from Machaev.
Oh, just shy with a head kick, but Ciprian replies over the top with a glancing blow.
And that's what he needs. I mean, he needs to counter successfully right now. Like he's leading with those hooks, and I feel like it's just leaving him a little bit too open.
I think when he throws, he has a tendency when he throws those hooks to dip his head ever so slightly, and Machaev has seen that, and that's why the uppercut has been such a useful tool for him.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's just too little too late in these exchanges here from Mario. She's just not really getting off the proper power or volume.
oh, another big shot from Machaev. You can see, and the uppercut works to the body. 20 seconds to go. I love that he's not rushing in. I love that he's not. He had that one little scare when he rushed in, but right now he's landing his strikes, and again with the uppercut.
I mean, that right hand of Machaev. And another flying knee from Machaev. Out there, and really if your game has just been that figured out, then is there a point in continue to absorb that damage?
Well, it's about the safety of the fighter when it comes down to it. You know, you don't want to see a fighter go in there and absorb any more unnecessary damage than they need to absorb, but that cut underneath the eye seems to be the reason why the fight was stopped by our referee, Katalin Odlecia.
And I mean, credit to Marish, he's a veteran. He had some moments, but yeah, he was just constantly the step after Machaev, who was just a step ahead of him pretty much the whole time in the striking.
Fighter to the center.
I don't think Machaev quite knows that the fight's over. I don't think he realizes the fight's been called. He looked like he was ready to go there.
Yeah.
But let's send it up for the official decision to our MC, Mr. Lance Murdoch.
Ladies and gentlemen, our doctor stopped the action at the end of the second round. The blue corner was unable to continue, so the winner in the red corner